Good evening, friends. Welcome you all to Revamp. Today we are having an online session on UGC Net, whereas we have a speaker from Jawaharlal Nehru University, Abhi, the research scholar, and he also cleared his UGC Net as well as he is having a junior research fellowship currently, and he'll be discussing with us various fellowships. Those are available, which is likely we have put in the poster as well. Like we have first we have a UGC Net, which is for assistant professor, and then we have a research fellowship. Like once somebody is enrolling for a PhD, they'll be receiving a fellowship, junior research fellowship for first 2 year, and then the next year 3 year they'll be getting a senior research fellowship. And we have likely different fellowships based on category wise, which will be also explained by Abhijit. With this short note, I invite Abhijit to begin the session on UGC Net and the different fellowships. Now I invite Abhi. Yeah, hi Abhi, you can go ahead.
Good evening, everyone, first of all, and thank you, Ilaya and Kalia and the whole Revamp team for inviting me on this platform. First of all, I would like to, the topic which has been given to me is UGC Net JRF, NFST, NFSC, NFOBC, and NFPWT. So I have divided it into 3 parts. First of all, I'll be talking about a little bit about what is NTA, UGC Net. Then I'll be talking about, basically I'll also talk about what is the mode of examination, what is the validity, qualification, and all the aspects of UGC Net. Then I'll be talking about the syllabus. In some sense, I'll talk about paper 1 because paper 2 there are almost 82 papers. So technically, I can't talk about each and every paper. I have an expertise in political science, so I can talk about that. In some way, I'll talk about that. And then I'll talk about NFSC, NFST, NFOBC, and NFPWT. So, okay. So basically, let's start with what is basically NTA, what is UGC, what is NET. So NTA is actually a registered society under Societies Act 1860. It came into existence from, it started taking this examination from 2018. And what all examinations it's taking? So basically UGC Net, CSIR Net, JNU's exam entrance, then DU, DUET, IGNOU, Swayam MOOCs, IIFT, JEE Mains, then NEET, CMAT, GPAT, ICAR, and MOOCs. So all these examinations are taken by NTA, which is a testing body, which takes the test, which takes the examinations. Then there is UGC. So UGC came into existence in 28th December 1953. It is basically a statutory organization of Government of India, which came by the Act of Parliament in 1956. What is the purpose of UGC? It's basically for coordination, determination, and maintenance of standards of teaching, examination, and research in university education. So basically this, then there is what is NET and what is JRF. So basically NET is National Eligibility Test and the other is JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. So National Eligibility Test is for basically to become lecturer in any of the colleges across India. And JRF is if you want to get into PhD and you want to do join as a research scholar in any of the universities across India, then you have to get JRF. I'll elaborate upon it in more detailed manner. We'll talk about the examination first, like what is the mode of examination, what is the validity, the qualifications, and all. So basically, the mode of examination is computer-based test. You have to go to the center. You have to give the examination on the computer. The validity for this examination for NET is like lifetime. For lifetime, your NET would be valid. But for JRF, the day your JRF results come, from that day till 2 years, it is valid. So within these 2 years, you have to get admitted into a college for PhD. Okay. So let's assume I am an MA student. I cleared my JRF today. So from this day till 2 years, I have to get admitted into a university for my PhD. And then I'll start getting my JRF, that is Junior Research Fellowship. That is the total amount for Junior Research Fellowship is 31,000. And then you also get HRA if you are thinking of going for HRA. If you are thinking of going for day scholar. So there is this two concept, that is one is you stay within the campus, and the other is day scholar, that you stay outside the campus. And then if you are opting to stay outside the campus, you will get the HRA. What is basically the qualification in whichever subject you are applying? Suppose I'm applying for political science. Okay, is there an audio issue?
No, it's clear. It's clear. Go ahead.
Huh. So basically the qualification is like, let's assume I'm applying for political science. So what I need is masters in political science, first of all, in the same subject which you are applying. And there are few subjects where you can suppose human rights. There other subject people can also apply. So in that sense, if you're applying for political science, then it must be necessary that you must have a MA in political science. Secondly, you must have 55% aggregate marks in all the semesters, in all 4 semesters. So total aggregate should be 55%, and 5% relaxation is for SC, ST, PWD, transgender, and women. The next question is like, what is the age limit? So for NET, there is no age limit. Even if you give the exam at the age of 50, you're still eligible for NET. There is no such age limit. For JRF, you have 31 years of age limit for the open category. For male open category, you have 31 years. And then for other, like for SC, ST, OBC, PWD, and women across categories, you have 5 years of relaxation. How is the age calculated? Basically, let's assume I have an exam on this in this week. So first of this month would be the date where my age would be calculated. So suppose I have an exam on 5th tomorrow. So first of the today's this month would be the date till which my age would be calculated. So basically, the timeline of exam is like June cycle and December cycle. So June cycle and December cycle, there are 2 cycles. In a year, you can give your exam twice. Initially, when the COVID was happening, the cycle was disturbed in some sense. But now they have already the notifications are out, and the exams are going to happen in, I guess, in December 2nd week or 1st week. We'll talk about the exam pattern also. The exam pattern, as I already said, that it is a CBT, a computer-based test. Objective test, 150 questions, 2 marks each, that is 300 marks. There is no negative marking. So there is no penalty if you do anything wrong. So there is no negative marking. There are 2 papers. First is paper 1 and other is paper 2. In paper 1, you have 50 questions, and in paper 2, 100 questions. In both the sections, you will have 10 units. The syllabus would be like 10 units of paper 1 and 10 units of paper 2. 50 questions here, 100 questions there, 2 marks each. So that would be 100 marks for paper 1 and 200 marks for paper 2. I'll broadly tell you the paper 1 syllabus. I can't tell you the syllabus of paper 2, but paper 1 syllabus is like, first is teaching aptitude, second research aptitude, then you have comprehensions, communication, mathematical reasoning and aptitude, logical reasoning, then you have data interpretations, information and communication technology, people development and environment, higher education system. You have all this in the paper 1. Then in paper 2, it's like whatever specialization you choose to do. So suppose someone is giving paper to as political science or sociology, so they have to read paper their own subject, and there are almost 10 units, so you have to accordingly study for it. Then now this is broadly about UGC Net JRF. I have given a basic idea about it. UGC Net JRF. It's from the starting. Then if you qualify for JRF, you'll get somewhere around 31,000. 31,000 is the amount that you get, and then HRA plus HRA. So now we'll talk about NFSC, NFST, NFOBC, and NFPWD. So basically, there is this JRF, and some people clear net. Because of this, in order to encourage the marginalized communities into higher education, the 31,000 has been announced by the UGC chief, but the official notification has not yet come. So we are still waiting for it. Hopefully it would come in coming months. So let's hope for that. So about NFSC, NFST, NFOBC, and NFPWD. So basically, what happened is, in order to encourage the higher education in the marginalized communities, these are the national level fellowships which are being provided by the central government. The procedure is very simple for NFSC, NFST, NFOBC, and PWD. Initially, before 2018, it was like you have to fill a form, and then after a month, the results would come, and then you have to check the results and all that. But now they have made it much more simpler. As soon as your result for JRF comes, within a month, you don't even have to fill the form. If you are from the particular community, the list would come, and you just have to check that list, that if you have qualified for NFSC, NFST, NFOBC, or NFPWD. There are seats, like for NFSC it's 2,000 seats, for NFST it's 750 seats, and it varies accordingly to the year. So you have to check. As far as I know, NFSC is like 1,500 seats for humanities and 500 seats for sciences. So you can check that accordingly whenever you are giving the examination. This whole process, this whole list comes within a month. Within a month, the NFSC, NFST, NFOBC, and NFPWD list comes. The amount which they get is same to what JRF people get. So there is nothing that people would get less amount. It's the same amount. Even the HRA is the same. So even in case if you don't clear JRF, and if you belong to these categories, you can and if you come in that range of the students, you will get these fellowships. So for like I have almost covered all the fellowships also, and about UGC I have given a brief idea also. I would like to know the questions, if someone has any questions, or I'll talk how to prepare. If someone has any questions, you can ask, or if or else I'll proceed on how to prepare for this examination. I'll tell about how to prepare for this examination. At least paper 1 I can tell, because most of the people are concerned about paper 1.
Yes. Hello, good evening. This is Pradeep.
Yeah, Pradeep.
Yes, you started, actually you initiated. Thank you for the wonderful introduction initiation. We just want to know how to prepare for paper 1 and paper 2. At least paper 1, you got you'll have solid things to say. Maybe regarding the paper 2, at least you can have you can give us some general guidelines.
Pradeep, which subject are you thinking of applying?
I have did my master's in sociology, so I am planning for. So my paper 2 is based on sociology, my major.
Okay. I'll start about how to prepare for. So basically, what you do is, like I told you about the paper 1 syllabus. It's like teaching aptitude, research aptitude. There are 10 units. So they are teaching aptitude, research aptitude, comprehension, communication, mathematical reasoning and aptitude, logical reasoning, data interpretations, information and communication technology, people development and environment, and higher education system. So if you look at the syllabus also, some of the syllabus are like it's theory based. So what you have to do is you have to read those. For example, people development and environment and higher education system, then communication. You have to read this. These are the 3 units which you have to read, or teaching aptitude and research aptitude also, where you have to read it, and you have to, in some sense, you also have to memorize what you go through the syllabus. First you take the syllabus. Basically there are 4 pillars how to prepare for paper 1, and most of the students don't clear JRF not because of paper 2, because they have their understanding of the subject. Most of the students, if they have completed their masters, they have a good understanding of the subject. People actually in some sense fail in paper 1. Why is this happening? Because first of all, we have to prepare the whole syllabus. You take the syllabus, you literally mug up each and every section what is there in syllabus. Read it carefully, highlight it, mug it up. Even if someone wakes you up in the night and asks you about the syllabus, it should be at the tip of your tongue. So mug up the syllabus. Second thing is working upon the conceptual clarity. So basically conceptual clarity is like teaching aptitude or research aptitude. So research aptitude, what is case study method? What is a focus group research? What is survey method? You must know these basic terms. Prepare a note. What I used to do, when I was preparing, I used to have a book, and then I used to watch videos on YouTube. I used to make my own notes. Your own notes help you a lot. It's handy, and you understand your own language. Then you again read it, revise it. Then the third part is testing. The first is syllabus. The second is conceptual clarity. You clear all your concepts. The third is testing. A general assumption is you should at least give 20 papers of both the paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1 is like 15 sectional tests you give and 5 full length tests. Minimum you give this much. It will help you a lot. And while sometimes people, what they do is when they give the test and they get low score, they are disheartened and they don't give the test. After that, they don't even give the test. So don't do that mistake. What you do is you give the test regularly and consider your test as a material in itself. You're reading that material. It will give you some new insights also. Like what I used to do when I used to give the paper, first of all, I used to give, and whenever you are giving this examination, whenever you are giving the test, give it in a very serious mode. Because you take your laptop, sit with your laptop or whatever device you have, you sit with that, you'll get just one sheet of paper, one blank sheet of paper. Take that one. You might be having 2 pens. Take that 2 pens. Tell people around you that not to disturb you for this, at least whatever timing. If you are giving a sectional test, that might be of somewhere around 1 hour or 30 minutes. And if you are giving a full length test, that would be around 3 hours. So tell the people around you that don't disturb me for this whole session. Give the test very seriously. And then what you do, take rest for half an hour or 45 minutes, and then come back and check where you did your mistakes. Don't get disheartened even if you are getting low marks. Initially, even when I was giving the examinations, when I was giving the test, in the initial stages, I was also getting less marks. So it shouldn't concern you that much. By the time when I reached 20 or 18th test, I was knowing that I'm going to clear JRF. Okay, Apeksha, I'll address that after I complete the session. Secondly, then revising. In some sense, some of the topic requires you to remember a lot. Like research aptitude, you have to remember. So revising would be a very good strategy. Again and again, read about it again and again. Test yourself. talk. Even if you have friends around you who are also preparing for net JRF, just ask them questions about your topic, about the research aptitude, about teaching aptitude, then about people development and environment. Just talk about those treaties. Just talk about higher educations, what is NEP, what is all new added in the education policy. You must prepare yourself. Now, I'll also talk about the strategy of solving the MCQs. Like MCQs, generally, what happen is we are sometimes students from humanities background are afraid of MCQs because they think that they can't solve MCQ. They are not good at it. We are good at subjective. We are not good at these objective examinations. Nothing to worry. If you practice, if you seriously do this 2020 test, 20 for paper 1 and 22 for paper 2, whatever fear in your mind you have, that will go away. Just give this 20 tests very diligently, very seriously. Yes, Ananya, I'll suggest the websites also for mock tests also. This is about paper 1. I'll talk a little bit about paper 2 because in general, since I'll not talk about the specific subjects, but like how I used to prepare. I followed the same strategy which I followed in paper 1, but like first of all, the syllabus. You should literally know each and every part of the syllabus. People will ask you even when you are sleeping. If someone asks you at the midnight, what is the syllabus of paper 2, you must be having it on your tip of the tongue. That is the first primary task if you are preparing for UGC net. Do that. Second is conceptual clarity. Now I'm assuming that you did your masters or you are in second year of your masters, so you might be having a little bit of understanding. But even if you don't have a conceptual understanding, go meet your professors, talk to some of your friends or seniors, whoever is available within your subject. Just talk to them and clarify all your doubts, whatever doubts you're having. Then again, test the 20 test formula, which I said that you solve 20 tests. At least 20 tests is compulsory. Then, if you go beyond that, that is very good. But 20 tests is minimum. Then what you do is you take that test papers, just check which point you missed, what was your strategy, did you do anything wrong in your MCQ strategy? If you made mistake, if you made any silly mistake, sometimes what happens is you know the answer, but you make silly mistake. And even while coming back and checking the questions, you don't register that you have made a mistake. So write down the notes, what mistakes you made. Just take a look at those notes, what mistakes you made, and then try to again change your strategy, analyze everything and change your strategy, and then improve upon it. Revising, as I said, you have to revise it. You have to for subjective, for this what I used to do in political science, and if you are from humanities, what all you can do is like you make list. First start making list of books. Like sometimes mostly in humanities, they ask about books, events, authors, important thinkers in your subject. For example, if you're talking about sociology, they will ask about Durkheim. If you're talking about political science, they will talk about Locke. If you're talking about linguistics, they'll talk about Saussure. If you're from history, then some other historian, they'll talk about economics, they'll talk about Adam Smith. So you have to understand that these are like brownie points. You cannot miss this. Just write the what you say. First is making a list of the books. Second, authors. Third is some famous thinkers within your subject who has contributed to the subject. Fourth is events. If any event has happened, like history, Jallianwala Bagh, or for that matter, 1857 Sepoy Mutiny. So you must know all these, factual details. Why? You have to revise it again and again. Now, why I'm telling you that you should have this list? Because it makes your life easier when you actually give the examination. Like at the end of the day, when you'll go into the exam hall, you might not be knowing everything. That's not humanly possible also, that you'd know all the 150 questions. That's not humanly possible. So what we do is we do option elimination. So how to increase your chances in option elimination? That is by having these notes and preparing thoroughly, and then you can easily eliminate those options. Then this much I think. Okay, now I take the questions also. If anyone has any particular question, I'll check the chats also.
Yeah, Abhijit, there is a question. What is age limit? Please raise it. Could you please share it in?
Okay, for the net there is no age limit, and for JRF 31 years for open category male, and then 5 years relaxation for SC, ST, OBC, PWD, and women of all categories. Age is calculated on the examination month in which you are giving first on that first. For example, I am giving the examination in this month. So my age would be calculated till the first of this month.
So next question is, could you please suggest any study material for paper 1?
Okay. Paper 1, you can, there is this KVS Madan's book. You can refer to that. It's a very good book. But don't rely too much on that book. What you do is you watch videos also on YouTube. There are plenty of YouTube channels. Like there is this An Academy and all these major Adda. Then you have Baiju, Grade Up. They come up with their videos, short videos also, like 14-15 minutes videos, where they have these conceptual videos. You can refer to them also. What I used to do was I used to take my book as a supplementary material. I used to first read, I used to first watch videos that would clear all the doubts, and then I used to read, and then I used to make notes out of both of them. And then you can also, if once your notes are well prepared, then you don't have to even refer back to these books if your notes are good.
So any online website or a web application for mock test?
Sorry.
So next question is can you suggest such a online website or application where we can practice the mock test for the free?
Okay, there are few applications. One is Baiju. If I'm not wrong, it has changed to Grade Up or something. So Baiju, Grade Up. You can go with Adda also. You can go with these are the major applications, and their subscription is also very cheap. I guess 400 to 500 for test. So that's I mean for 30, I guess I gave for 40 tests, I guess I gave somewhere around 400 or 499, something around that. So you can check. I don't know the prices now, but you can check. But it's quite cheap in that sense. Baiju, Grade Up, and Adda. And there are few more Unacademies also there. So you can give mock. They also have free mock tests also. So you can try that also. Some of them have free mock tests. You try that also. But if you want to practice more, you can just subscribe to these applications.
So next question is, could you please repeat the number of sectional tests and full length test?
Okay, so 15 test minimum sectional test you give, 15, and 5 full length test in both the papers. Now, suppose someone is very weak in, let's assume someone is weak in comprehensions. So what you do is you give extra effort to comprehension then. Someone is weak in mathematical reasoning and aptitude, you give extra effort. If you're solving, suppose you're afraid of mathematical reasoning and aptitude, and you give extra effort to those. You give 4 to 5 tests of that subject only. And sometimes these apps have an option of, they usually come at somewhere around 9:30 or something like that. I don't remember now. If they do it now also, they used to come and they used to take a revision class. In that revision class, they used to like give the questions and you have to guess. It used to be live and you have to guess, and again then they would check the answers and all that. So you can do that also.
Next is there any special exam for OBC and other category?
No, nothing such. UGC NET is the only examination where JRF, NET, NFSC, NFST, NFOBC, and NFPWD is decided.
So can you share some of the notes or reading material for paper 1, paper 2, like list of books and extra?
KVS Madan is the book which I referred. KVS Madan you can refer. And then paper 1 for paper 1 I did it from KVS Madan, and then I used to watch videos of Bharat Kumar sir. I don't remember now on which platform he is, but Bharat Kumar's video for teaching aptitude, research aptitude, I used to watch those videos. I did ICT and the last 3 units, that is information and communication technology, people development and environment, and higher education system from KVS Madan only. So you can read those chapters also. And those are basically theoretical questions. So you have to, in some sense, you have to mug it up. So you try to read it again and again, revise it again and again.
So which book is better for DI and reasoning?
Okay, so DI and reasoning, it's not that tough. KVS Madan will suffice. But if you are not sure that you would get, if you're not sure about DI and reasoning, you can also refer to the notes of this banking examinations. You can refer to that, but they are very tough. I would suggest that stick to KVS Madan. It gives you plenty of questions.
So can you suggest something for paper 2 political science?
Okay, paper to political science. Like, first of all, what I used to do was I did my whole conceptual clarity from Shubhra Ranjan notes. So conceptual clarity, I did it from there, Shubhra Ranjan notes. Then I read some text also, like O.P. Gauba, then you have V.K. Malhotra, you have then comparative politics by J.C. Johari. I read those basic texts, political theory, then Andrew Haywood's for international relations, Sumit Ganguly for Indian foreign policy. I already read that in my master's also, so it was not a very tough task for me to complete it. So I read that. I have a fair understanding of the subject knowledge. So that's why I'm suggesting to everyone that have a fair understanding of the subject, whatever subject you are studying, have a fair understanding of it. What it does is, the ultimate is the test. You take as much test as possible, and then you try to treat that test as a reading material, and it will help you a lot, because at the end of the day we have to give test there. So testing should be your prior aim, your motive. So to score well in test, even if you have a lot of knowledge but you can't solve MCQs, that's not going to help. We have to have a very exam centric approach. So work upon your conceptual clarity. if you are done with your masters and if your professors were good enough, I mean, if they have taught you well, you can refer to those notes also. But
So 2 months enough for preparation?
It depends upon your conceptual clarity. I mean, I cannot tell you if you have a fair understanding of your subject, then 2 months are enough, I would say. But then you have to put a lot of effort in these 2 months.
So thank you. Somebody asked about social work. So for that, I reply that question. So social work, there is CP other preparation is there. They gave good material and mock test. You can refer this CP other classes, and social work knowledge of you can refer YouTube video. These two platforms